Today I turned 34. I never really think about my age too much. I just think about enjoying the day and being and like accomplishing my like short to medium term goals. I think about my long term goals once in a while. I just like focus on my habits, focus on my daily schedules. I don't think about my age sometimes, but like not really. I think about how I feel more than how old I am. I think about how the things that I do every day I enjoy. But when I think about it, like I really did science my way. I science my way to superpowers and like connecting to God through that same path. Like over time, I gained different things. I saw music and space on acid, and meditating on acid. And before that, I meditated. I started meditating regularly to deal with what I didn't know was the Illuminati and witches attacking me and giving me PTSD. But I used meditation to like put up a like wall to like and to get through it. And the more I meditated, the more my brain like evolved, and I opened my third eye. Like that happened in Virginia in my first apartment in Virginia. I was meditating. I had breaks in the day in my schedule, and if I had time, I really enjoyed going back to my apartment in Virginia. Sometimes I was in Maryland, sometimes I was in Washington D.C., sometimes I was in Virginia. But if I could shoot back to my apartment to eat some food, to fucking smoke some weed, to lay in the bathtub and meditate, like if I had like an hour, like that's what I would do. And the more I meditated in the bathtub, the more I really felt positive effects from it, like mind, body, and spirit. And then I would meditate in my bed sometimes. I would meditate in the bathtub, and it actually happened when I was in my bed. It was the last. I think that was the last mattress I had. So I got rid of it when I moved to the other apartment in Virginia, in Alexandria. They're both in Alexandria. But it was like a pendulum of energy. That's how I describe it. I was like trying to balance this pendulum of energy in my head, in the center of my head, after meditating for like years at that point, probably like 3 years. And when I balanced it, it fucking, you know, and I saw a purple light, and that fucking shit went up to the fucking sky. Like I know it went up to the sky. I know aliens saw. It was like so wild. So I was seeing music in space. That was wild. Controlling the music, seeing the waves change as I was like DJing the space in front of me. It was so cool. It was like I had my DJ pad was like invisible in where my hands were. My hands were in front of me, and then I saw the lines that represented the music, and I could see, and they had their natural, and then I would change, and then the music changed, and I didn't know if that was the song. Like I didn't know what was going on. Just fucking, it was awesome. And my fucking Illuminati roommate fucking hit on me, and I fucking left the fucking room. Him and fucking think house pet buddy for fucking having their fucking fun. Sorry, I just ignored that shit because I didn't wasn't me. And fucking, I don't like my friends in college were cool even if they were like that. Like, he got his nipple pierced. That's when everybody, all my friends were like, all right, he's the edgy. He's the edgy one, I guess. and I was probably the other. I always thought this one kid who was really nice. Like, never. I thought he was a virgin. I don't know. He could be, huh? But I think all my friends, now thinking back, were Illuminati, picked an Illuminati, and they had witches or warlocks in their family. So I think that even a really nice kid that I got food with him. He was like one person I still trusted, and now I think he was a demon. Like, I think when I did mushrooms, everybody, including him, even though he wasn't on acid, like, now thinking about that, when I took mushrooms for the first time, now I know why all my friends, who I think now were Illuminati, uh, tied, selected by people who ran that college, who were members of the Illuminati. I think they picked who was like on my floor and like who I was roommates with. Because like every one of my roommates was kind of like me, but like kind of not. And thinking back now, like I think everybody was like almost everybody, and then anyone I thought wasn't, like, because we were all like a group, and like it's kind of like one kid who I was friends with, who I met at orientation, was like the leader and like organized everything all the time, and like now it makes sense. But we were just my friends getting through college, and like if some of my friends were different, I just ignored it. It's only until fucking people put something in my face I don't like. I don't like homo shit. I don't like it. I don't want to watch it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to look at it. It's just not. It's like eating food that makes me vomit. I don't like it. Like, I went in the other room and they fucking. And then the other dude that was still there, he went in a room by himself and went to bed early. I didn't think much of it. Now I'm like, he was doing like a spell at the same time. Because they planned, it was like they planned the whole fucking thing, dude. We went on a boat. They like, it was all fucking dudes, no chicks. And then they were all like pressuring me to take my fucking shirt off. And I was like, fucking weird motherfuckers. And then my roommate for his house, I think it was a house pet. I think he fucking had some weird fucking eyes, man. They're like not human. So we took acid, so it could have been wrong. But I think even when he wasn't on acid, he was kind of weird. And I thought now maybe he was like a house pet. Like if my roommate was a Satanist and he was a powerful warlock, and he was like his like thing was he was trying to him and my friends were trying to like do spells and like black magic and curses and stuff, trying to take advantage of me. Um, that he did that shit because there was another kid we were friends with. Kind of fucking nuts. He said it was drugs. No, I don't think it was drugs. Now I think the shit they were trying to do on me, they had to prove that they could do shit, so they did it to other people, so they didn't get fucking hexed. Because like if you can imagine if fucking you have somebody says like you have like this is your fucking goal, this is what we want you to do, and you don't do it, and that fucking shit, you get like I think that's what happened to my sister. I think she was supposed to influence me. She went to college. She came back fucking crying. She couldn't even last the semester. She like hated the people. I think they're witches. Albany. I think they're fucking witches and Mormons, and they just fucking black magic hex the shit out of her. She didn't do what she was supposed to do, and I think that they did shit to other people that they couldn't do to me. Over time, just developing superpowers, like through science, meditation, like led me to being able to like perceive things and read people and like go back, and even my memories now provide different information because I see things from a different perspective. And then telepathy, hearing other fucking people's thoughts that are around me, adrenaline. To having like an ability to like put puzzles together and like figure them out, like having this like wisdom, like being connected back to God, like saying like I didn't do anything bad fucking for this shit to happen. God is. I always got like walking back from the library in college. I always had a feeling from the moon, like the moon was talking to me, and it was like something big was in store, like gonna happen after college, and I didn't know what. It was like some higher order was like they were like, "You're the guy we need for something big." As it felt like every time I would walk back from class and the moon would be fucking bright. That is the exact vibe I get every time. Like there is a much bigger thing for me. I had like new like responsibility wise. Like I didn't know. I had no idea what like more than that at all. And then just it's really weird, man. Like I don't really think I've verbally heard God speak too many times. It's like images, just putting like thoughts from when I meditate that come to my mind, and then all these different thoughts connect, like that are related, and then I don't know how they're related, and then I like think about it a little more and I figure it out, and I'm like, thanks for that. Like it's that kind of stuff. Dreams, not often, but dreams have definitely given me some foresight into things. Taking things like shrooms and stuff, definitely giving me foresight, messages that have only helped me, so they must have come from God. It's cool, man. Like I say, if you're smart enough, I did it basically through science, meditating, working out, healthy habits, took certain supplements, learning about opening your third eye. Like I learned about meditation as I was meditating. Like learned about opening your third eye. Learned about like supplements you can take that could promote promote the chances of that. And I bought them online. I started taking them. I've taken them over time, very, very like selectively. Like sometimes I don't take them at all. Sometimes. Recently, I took like 2 ginkgo biloba. These are like health supplements you can get anywhere, but it's like certain ones are for certain things. If you learn about them. Panax ginseng is another one. It basically develops your powers through my connection through God and science, and like healthy habits, and like focus healthy habits that I hit after learning about things. Knew that they would, they could help me in certain ways. The brain evolved. It's cool. It's a cool fucking thing. Like I've never heard of anybody in real life being able to do that. Spending all the time with them after college. After I moved out, really, and then like in Virginia, I'd say it started when I was in Virginia. Like moved out by my own. I'm meeting girls once in a while there. A lot of all pairs, and then COVID it sucked. And all the all pairs like went back. Screw this. And then there were concerts that were pretty cool, but then like the scenes weren't cool, but like the music was cool. So I'd go and I'd try to find spots where I could like sit by myself, talk to anybody really. Once in a while, maybe I hit on girls, but it's kind of hard when you're alone with them. Like, it's not like you're, I don't know. You spend more time alone, so you don't have as much confidence in social settings. And my PTSD was not the best at that point, so I was like, started to get worse. I was like, yeah, that sucks. And little did I know, like a lot of the things that happened, like going and how they planned, that were good fucking memories. Passing out drunk. There's this one like married hot fucking girl that was like leading me on, and like, I got drunk and she was gone. And, like, I think that was the time I ended up in the fucking hospital. She's definitely rich. Whatever, Ginkgo Bilbo, whatever it's called. Like different supplements to promote certain things, and then meditating, and then exercise, like healthy habits, eating certain foods. I basically developed abilities through science, and obviously someone created me, whoever created me, that was good. So it's pretty fucking dope. Pretty cool in my opinion. Like I said, I'm not anybody who I've ever heard of. I've even read about, like in books, as I've done the things that I've been able to do. And like using all these things together that I've developed with my like wisdom, with my cleverness, with my things that I've developed, learned, spent more time out traveling different states and stuff. Like, every little state's got its own little, subtly different culture. The people are all a little different. Sometimes more areas have a lot more tourists and are mixed, like this city. But, like, there's certain spots where the tourists go, there's certain spots where the people who are local go. Every city's different. Every city's different people. just being in the city and working different jobs and meeting people and putting things together and reading people and definitely after college using the internet and like traveling and stuff, like I've definitely that too, I've learned a lot. I just wanted to talk about it. Like I've never really talked about this kind of stuff. Once in a while, not all together. Like I gotta literally use science and like my spiritual beliefs to prayer. Prayer strengthens my abilities, and then prayer is another ability that I've. It's been after all those things, but it's maybe been my most powerful thing that I have is the ability to pray with my telepathy. Like you can't. I'll put it this way: you can't when you speak. You can't speak. You can't say two things at the same time. You think something and then say something else. That's even hard to do. But what I can do in prayer is when I've prayed so much and I know prayer so well, is I can say prayers in like the background, and then I can say other prayers at the same time and make like super prayers. Demons know. They fucking sometimes. Sometimes they don't know that. They think it's two separate people, and it's just me.